Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Brockopp side. Today we got ourselves a Blu-ray review for Ghostbusters 1 and 2, now in glorious 4K Steelbook form. Yeah, so to commemorate the 35th anniversary edition of the original Ghostbusters, Sony decided to release both movies in 4K once again with this really cool looking Steelbook. And some all-new, never-before-seen bonus features, we'll get into that later. So this is of course not the very first time the Ghostbusters movies have been released in 4K. They came out to 4K I think in 2016 when a certain movie about busting ghosts came out that nobody loved. But anyway, I didn't get them then, but I figured with this super sexy steelbook I ought to get them now, and I really like the look of the steelbook. It's a very simple steelbook with just a Ghostbusters logo in front of it, and on the back you got a photo of the original 4 Ghostbusters. Rest in peace, Harold Ramis. So yeah, this very simple design is kind of what I was talking about with my Batman 4K review from last week, where I think it would have been a lot better if they just used like a black steelbook with the Batman logo on it. So I'm really happy that Sony decides to do this, because this is just more effective than any fancy new graphic design artwork that they could have come up with some interns in the IT department. Because you know what, this is what they use to advertise the movie. This is the simple iconic poster that's currently hanging up in my bathroom right now, and it's all you need to tell people, hey, this is Ghostbusters. So now if we just take the steelbook and open up said steelbook, over here on the right side you got your two 4K discs, which are double stacked on top of each other, which is kind of annoying, but over here on the left side you have the Blu-ray editions of the movies, plus a special bonus features disc with all the new stuff on it. So yeah, it's a lot of double stacking and triple stacking, which definitely is kind of annoying if you want a specific disc that's not right in the front, but it's not the end of the world. And there's no special insert artwork on the inside, just a solid red, which, you know, for some that might be a bummer, but for me, it's not a huge deal. And of course, because I do this with every Blu-ray review and I want to make sure as many people as possible have seen these movies, here's the digital download copy code. If it gets it first, can have it. Enjoy yourself, and remember, if you see some... So just to give my quick thoughts on these movies themselves, I've always been a big Ghostbusters fan. I enjoy both of these movies very much. Yeah, even the second one. You know, I don't really understand most of the criticism when it comes to Ghostbusters 2. I can kind of see where some are coming from, that it's not as good as the original, but I feel like it gets hated on a little more than it deserves. But, you know, the first one is, of course, a classic. It's really hard not to like the first Ghostbusters with, you know, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, Ernie Hudson, you know, just going around New York, busting ghosts, telling jokes, and that almost rhymed a little bit, and that kind of concerns me. But yeah, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, these movies are great. It's nice to have them in this really sexy steelbook, and yeah, I can't wait for Ghostbusters 3 coming out next year. But if the original Ghostbusters, including Bill Murray, don't come back, we're going to have a problem. So as far as picture and sound quality goes, these movies look really good in 4K. There's some very nice 4K transfers of older films. You know, they're just a little bit cleaner, nice colors, deeper blacks. Things like that looks really nice, and you know, and it just really, and this also helps you really appreciate the practical effects a little bit more, because, you know, when you see Stay Puft Man going down this row of buildings, it's like, that's all done in camera. That's really freaking cool. So it just gives you an appreciation for that. You know, it does kind of show the imperfections of the film they were shooting this movie on, which that doesn't take anything away from it, in my opinion. I think that just makes it feel even better, because it just has an authentic film look. Because, you know, it was actually shot on film. But probably the second biggest selling point of this new release of Ghostbusters is a bunch of never-before-seen bonus material that's never been shown anywhere else, including some long-requested deleted scenes from the first movie, a couple new featurettes, there's also a couple fan commentaries for both films. You get to see the full Ghostbusters commercial, you know, the one that was actually in the movie, along with some outtakes for that. You get to see this little sizzle reel that the filmmakers put together to sell the movie to theaters and stuff. That was really cool. Just some fun little stuff like that came in its own disc. So the new bonus content is really, really nice. I'm really glad they actually did give us new bonus features, because they could have just easily just slapped the 4K discs into a new Steelbook and called it a day, but no. They gave us new stuff along with the old stuff that we've had from other DVD and Blu-ray releases, so Sony, you did good. So basically, if you're a big fan of Ghostbusters 1 and 2, or 1 or 2, depending on who you are, and you just want to see some really nice looking 4K transfers with green Slimer monsters and stuff, well then, I think you'll be pretty happy with the Steelbook. It's not exclusive to Best Buy for once. I believe it's available in pretty much every major retailer, including Target and Walmart. So if you can't go to one, just go to another, and you'll find it. So that's cool. So Ghostbusters 1 and 2 in 4K, I like it a lot. You should pick it up. Or don't. I'm not your daddy. So, those are my thoughts on the Ghostbusters 1 and 2 Steelbook. If you guys picked up this movie, or you've seen the movies, or if you think the frickin' Stay Puft Marshmallow Man has been sitting on the back of your couch for several weeks just waiting for the right moment to attack, let me know down below, and we'll see you on the Brockopp side.